That's strange. I never realized the castle had a sub-basement. It looks a little hot in there.
Who's that mean-looking dude with the pitchfork? And who is that standing next to him?
You mean the guy with the stupid look on his face and the name tags that says, "My name is George"? I have no idea. It's stuck. The hinges appear to be rusted shut. I won't be able to open this up until the hinges are working. That loosened one of them up, but I had to use all the lotion in the bottle. Now it's empty. What is that thing?
Let me see. It looks like there's a small plaque down on the corner of the chair. Let me read it. It says, Acme Groin Crusher.
Aren't you going to follow that up with some kind of witty comment?
Mona, there are some things you simply do not joke about.
Let's crush Froderick's fruits and nuts.
Hold on. What are you doing? Mona, please wait.
Relax, Froderick. They are just the fruits and nuts from your cage.
Oof. On a somewhat related note, I'll let you know when my heart restarts.
This bottle is empty. I can fill it up with this dripping oil. I bet a big, heavy, hitting thing might be useful somewhere, but I'm not going to carry it around. I'll keep it in mind, though. That did it. Both hinges are now loose. That did it. The pit is now open.
Man, that smells horrible.
Ugh. It's some kind of pit. I can't see what's down there because it's so dark.
You may not be able to see it, but you can certainly smell it. Whatever's down there smells worse than the skid marks in Shroudy's underwear.
How do you know that? Ugh, never mind. I don't need to know. It's a good thing I haven't eaten anything this morning. Otherwise, I might be making a contribution to whatever's down in that pit.
You mean you're on the verge of blowing chunks, yodeling in the gully, talking to Ralph on the big white telephone, executing a Technicolor yawn, launching lunch, delivering street pizza, or involuntarily creating a personal protein spill?
Fudgick, you're more than a little twisted, but highly creative. This might come in handy, but I'm not carrying it around. I'll keep it in mind. Yes, if I need to light the torch, that would do it.
All we need now is a few hundred close friends with pitchforks and sticks, and we'll be ready to storm the castle of the local mad scientist.
Ugh, that is such an unimaginative cliché. Oh my! Frederick! It looks like a pile of rotting bodies! How revolting!
It looks like there are a couple of fresh ones down there. They still got some meat on them.
Why on God's good green earth did the Baroness dump bodies down here?
Now we know why it stinks so bad. I had heard rumors about the fate of the Baroness's numerous guests after they came here, but man, she was one messed up witch.
I bet I could provoke the gargoyle that has the key by smashing them all with that mace.
Hey, that's not half bad, and it will be extremely fun. Let's do it. Yeesh. Looks like our favorite lake monster has a serious case of acid reflux disease.
Whatever that is, it sounds painful.
Inky needs to stop eating so much Italian.
Oh, like lasagna or pizza?
No, Italians. Like the boat full of Venetian tourists that he sank yesterday.
Please, I feel as though we've started off on the wrong foot. Or in your case, perhaps the wrong claw. Allow me to introduce myself. My name is Mona de Lafitte.
Charmed, I'm sure. I don't usually associate with common folk such as yourself. As you appear to be a lady, I would consider kissing your hand, but based on the smell of you, I must conclude that you are clearly a member of the unwashed masses.
You certainly are an unpleasant creature.
You would be unpleasant too if you endured what I have.
Like what? Tell me your story.
Oh, very well. Many years ago, the Baroness von Kiefer created me in her workshop. Apparently, the Baron's death left the castle a bit on the lonely side. After my creation, I was allowed to reside in the library. The Baroness and I would spend hours talking, and in my free time I was given full access to the Von Kiefer library. During the day I would spend hours upon hours educating myself and feasting upon literary delicacies such as Shakespeare, Chaucer, and Milton. A most enjoyable experience, I assure you.
Why are you so angry?
Do you really want to hear my story?
If you tell me yours, I'll tell you mine.
Oh, very well. Many years ago, the Baroness von Kiefer created me in her workshop. Apparently, the Baron's death left the castle a bit on the lonely side. After my creation, I was allowed to reside in the library. The Baroness and I would spend hours talking, and in my free time I was given full access to the Von Kiefer library. During the day I would spend hours upon hours educating myself and feasting upon literary delicacies.
May I please have the key to the rest of the castle?
Not going to happen, I'm afraid. I take my job very seriously, unlike you.
I don't have a job. What job are you talking about?
Looking pretty, smelling nice, not speaking till spoken to. I wouldn't expect a raise if I were you.
Hey, anyone ever teach you it isn't polite to speak ill of the dead, you rotten son of...
Ixnay on the Ottenley. We still need to get the key, remember? Is there anything we could do to help persuade you to give us the door key? Do you actually like sitting on this bridge and being Shroudy's servant?
No, because he's always taking me for granite. Oh my, yes. Oh my, yes.
That joke is old enough to collect a pension.
What is your name? Kid Cookie, master of all comedy? I'll have you know that I have read 32 books on comedy, and have been told I can be fresh, funny, and cutting edge.
I see. So you just choose not to be.
Exactly. And to answer your query, seriously this time?
Yes, stay serious, please.
It's not a matter of liking what I do. It is a matter of duty. We enchanted gargoyles take pride in doing our duties and doing them well.
Unlike your joke-telling.
You are extremely lucky I am bound to this bridge, or you would be severely punished.
Your jokes are punishment enough.
I'm curious. How did you end up on this bridge?
The Baroness decided she wanted to have a child.
A child? Who was the father? You?
No. I assure you no child of mine would turn out like Shroudy. And if it did, I would have thrown him into the lake.
That would seriously impact your chances of getting one of those world's greatest dad coffee mugs.
No, truth be told, I don't know who Shroudy's father is. All I know is that the Baroness disappeared into her workshop. There were some strange sounds, then the crying of a child. I can't imagine what went on down there. Your guess is as good as mine on the origin of that hellion.
Yes, I have it. You don't seem to like Shroudy.
Oh, God, no. Not at all. After he was born, my days of living quietly in the library were over. He thought I was his play toy and pestered me constantly. Finally, one day after he attempted to dress me up in one of the Baroness's nightgowns, I yelled at him and told him to never touch me again. He ran off crying to the Baroness, and that's all it took. I've been on this bridge ever since.
If you hated Shroudy so much, why didn't you leave after the Baroness disappeared?
You of all people should know. Like you, I'm magically bound to this castle. I can't just simply fly away. As punishment for yelling at her son, I'm doomed to be stuck out in the cold, forever holding this key in my mouth.
If I sing you a song, will you give me the key?
Let me take your suggestion under advisement. I think not.
You are such a jerk.
Well then, I guess that's why I'm not going to give you the key, because I'm just a jerk. Now run along, you two, back to your tower. Get comfortable, because without this key, there's no way you're getting through that door. Oh, did I mention the door and the key were enchanted? So, as you can see, there's no way you're getting through that door, and no way I'm giving you this key.
Name your price for the key. Any price.
I might have something. Get rid of the Raven Edgar for me, and then we can talk about giving you the key.
No way. Edgar's cool. Why don't you like him?
He is a bird. He sits above me. I am a statue. You figure it out. Let's just say he has bad aim.
Or good aim, from my point of view.
It's disgusting. Just like you. Get rid of him and I may think about giving you the key. Till then, leave me alone so I may think my thoughts.
Oh, so that's what you snooty types call picking your nose and scratching your backside. I always wondered.
Enough! Rufus, where is this Edgar Raven you speak of?
Haven't you been listening? He sits above me in a raven roost at the top of the tower. Now please return to the great unwashed masses from whence you came.
I think it is night time we go.
Funny, I had that exact thought.
It's the lake monster of Lake Varg, a hideous creature that slinks through the water devouring whatever creatures he can find. A monstrous creature.
Well, in his defense, he is technically a monster.
Why are you defending him?
Let's just say, I know what it's like to be a misunderstood miscreant mired in melancholy.
Nice alliteration.
Thank you. Nice assonance.
Let's go see what's up.
Edgar's up. And he's sober.
Sober? Are you sure? Not from where I'm standing. Excuse me, Mr. Raven. Might I have a quick word with you?
Yeah, sure.
My name is Mona. What's yours?
The name's Edgar. Hey, I've seen you before. You're that gal the short guy keeps locked up in the tower, aren't you?
Yes. My full name is Mona de Lafitte. Pleased to make your acquaintance. And yes, I am sad to say that for the past year, Shroudy has kept me locked up in this castle. But now I finally have a chance at freedom. Earlier tonight, Shroudy was killed. We heard his screams from across the lake.
Dead, huh? Well, it couldn't have happened to a nicer guy. So now the castle is yours. Don't worry about me staying here. I'm building a permanent nest in Gosford Falls near where my girl lives. But until I make a good nest, collect my fortune, she won't marry me. So this is my bachelor pad till then.
I can't get through the door that's right below you. Rufus, one of the gargoyles, has the key, but he won't give it to us.
Well, I'd like to help you, but I don't know too much about those gargoyles. All I know is that every time I do my business, I hear one of them yelling up at me from below.
Oh!
Well, I'm a bird. I do bird stuff. But they haven't had much to complain about lately. I'm a bit backed up, if you know what I mean.
Maybe.
Yeah, the carrion pickings are always pretty slim in the winter. Come spring, it'll be a veritable feast of dried out carrion. That'll get the old pipes flowing.
Good to know, I guess. How do you like living in Castle Varg?
It's all right. I can do what I want, hang out with my buds, party, drink. No one bothers me. But I feel out of touch sometimes way out here. When I was in the city, I was in the know. Could follow my favorite sports team, hear the latest gossip. Sometimes it's just too isolated around here. You know what I mean?
I do. You just need to feel more connected to the world, more informed. I do too. As soon as I'm back in Paris, things will be back to normal.
Great. Well, good luck with that.
Do you know of another way into this part of the castle?
Nah. This place is sealed up tighter than... Well, it's sealed up tight. Just before you got here, that short fellow went around installing bars and locks and boarded up almost every window and door to this part of the castle. I guess Shroudy didn't want someone, probably you, to get in for some reason.
That is all I need to know. It's an old angelic-looking statue standing right on the edge of the tower. Statue, why are you here? It seems strange to have a statue like you on a castle like this.
I think this castle had a lot of nicer looking statues on it before the Baroness lost her last husband. I think this is the last one.
Oh, how moving. Well then, we have to preserve it at all costs, right?
Yeah, of course, unless we want to smash it for fun.
Sorry, statue, but I'm afraid you might have to be destroyed for the common good.
Or we could just learn to live in this castle forever and preserve the statue.
No.
Nah, the statue's toast.
Ugh. Well, that didn't work. I'm stronger than I was, but I still can't push this over.
Wait, Mona! Rufus isn't under the statue. If you drop it on him, it'll miss and hit the stone wall next to him.
You're right, Frederick. We better find a way to get the key from him. It's a copy of the Draxylvanian Tribune. Here you go. It's the latest edition of the Traxylvania Times Picayune. Ignore the bloodstains. I think it's yesterday's edition.
Hey, thanks. Now I can find out how the All Blacks are doing. I really appreciate it.
As a reward, can we borrow your clothespin for a while?
Yeah, no problem. I won't need it since I want to catch up with this paper for a while.
It's Edgar's wash tub. Frederick, I have this clothespin you can use for your nose.
Gee, thanks, Mona. I didn't get you anything. I'll put it on when you need me to. It's pretty nasty down here, Mona. This place has more paper boys than a newspaper delivery convention, and more wizard types than a Scottish school for witchcraft and wizardry. This one was a kid with glasses. One of the bodies has legs that were pretty muscular. There's definitely some high-fiber flesh residue left on the thigh bones. I could pull off a chunk if we need it. Hey, Mona, will you do me a favor?
But of course, Frederick. What do you want?
Don't ask me for any more favors.
Frederick, use the clothespin on your nose again. Go down and get some dried carrion meat for Edgar. That might get his, his...
Yeah, I know, pipe's moving. Good idea. The results of that might motivate Rufus to move his stone butt. I'm on it.
You'll have to excuse me. I've got some business to attend to. Like I said, a bird's gotta do what a bird has gotta do.
What the... Hey, watch it, you smelly miscreant. If I didn't have to guard this door, I'd come up there and give you the thrashing of a lifetime.
Blow it out your pie hole, Rufus, or I'll take better aim next time.
Let's see you take this under advisement, jerkweed.
Yippee! You don't have any shoulders.
I find your humor as tasteless as that ridiculously gaudy black gown you're wearing.
Speaking of taste, how's about we position you directly under that raven's roost over there? I understand that Edgar is fixing roadkill tacos this evening. Tomorrow morning should be quite disgusting.
You wouldn't dare. How could you be so cruel?
Well, I guess I'm just a jerk. Fodrick, help me move Mr. Soon-to-be water closet over to the ledge.
Okay. Take your damn key.
Okay, let's see if this key will finally do the trick. Hooray! A boat is still here, Fodrick! Finally, we have a way to escape this damnable castle.
Not so fast, Toots. Looks like we got ourselves a small problem. Unless you happen to have a couple of oars hidden in that dress of yours, we're not going anywhere. It's kind of hard to paddle a boat without the actual paddles.
Feasting Shen! Can't anything be easy around here?
Without those oars, it's going to be impossible to make it across the lake. The current is way too strong. And then there's Inky. Let me think. Mona? Remember when I said we had a small problem?
Yes, Fodrick?
Well, I think it just got bigger.
What the hell is that?
You mean, who the hell am I? And hell is right, for it is I, Shroudy. I am back.
I didn't think it was possible to
Return from the dead as an all-powerful shadow spirit?
get even uglier than you were. That is amazing.
Mock me all you want, little rodent, because in my moment of triumph I care not what you think. You, on the other hand, my dear, I care deeply about. My brilliant dark jewel. Not even my death can keep us apart.
How did you manage this? You aren't that clever.
You can thank the magical arcane tome my mother used to create me. She told me I was the living manifestation of black magic itself. And so, although my vampire body has perished, my dark spirit shall live on forever.
Aha! I knew you couldn't have done this on your own.
Regardless, you and I shall never be separated again. I will be with you for all of eternity, my sweet.
It hurts!
Yes, my dear. Although I am no longer susceptible to the vulnerabilities all vampires suffer, you, on the other hand, are. So, as long as I maintain the sign of the cross near this boat, you will never be able to escape this island.
Hey, Mona. Unfortunately, stupid Doc and Cloudy over there might be right. I'm not strong enough to pull those oars out of his hands, and you can't get close enough. We're gonna have to find somebody, or something else to do it for us.